The Gators will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Turner. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Turner. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Motion from the back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He caught it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Turner. Finds his man, it's Carr. Turning it on! He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
On the ground, it's Glover. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Rush is on him. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
They feed him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
We have